3. Hey, Manny, what's up?
Oh, how you guys doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I just came from the park with my little one.
It's a beautiful day out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. As far as that question you were talking about, I got a good one. My brother-in-law, we were in a band, and years ago, and we had our little following, little girls that would follow us around and stuff. Well, needless to say, he decided to be friendly, overly friendly with one of them.
Right.
And I didn't say anything to my sister. I wanted to stay out of it because I said, you know what? She's not going to believe me. She's going to take his side. And,
right.
And that's how it is and sometimes in some families. So my girlfriend at the time took it upon herself to tell him.
To tell him?
I mean, to tell her. I'm sorry, to tell her.
She told your sister that.
And then when we were at a gig, my sister saw him and that girl in the back by the parking lot, and she went up to her, and she said, "Hi, how you doing? I'm so-and-so's wife." And she was there like, "Uh-oh."
Oops. Yeah. Oops. Women are good at that, going up to that. They like to play that.
They like to play that game.
Right.
And actually, the call on the first line, I don't mean to break you up there, Manny, but that was my wife.
Oh.
She says, "Why are you telling people about our open marriage?" and then she said, "And how the hell does Nick know about it? I ain't never met him."
Or has she?
Or dum bum bum.
Well, Manny, so did you catch a little grief because you didn't tell?
No, actually, I told my girlfriend at that time, "Why did you do that? Now you got us involved in something. My brother-in-law is going to be upset at me for something you did."
Right.
He said, "Well, it's not right," and all this stuff. And I said, "You know what? We stay out of it, I mean, my sister is not going to take our side. She's going to take his side.
And did she?
Exactly what she did.
Yeah, see? So did it cause a rift between you and your sister then?
No, it caused a rift between me and my brother-in-law, which filtered to my sister and the family and everything, and it just got nuts. For a couple of years, we didn't talk.
See? Yeah, that's not good. Hey, Manny, thanks for the call, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, I think I would not say a word about it. It's just going to cause trouble, I think. I think the best way to go is to approach the person doing it. 219-845-1100 is a studio number. The question of the day: if you saw your best friend's spouse with another man or woman, would you tell your friend at the risk of making him or her miserable, or worse than miserable, mad at you, or would you keep quiet about it? Also, today I saw this on the news. Did you see this? Child disrupts the White Sox game. I'm not a big sports guy, but did you hear about this?
No.
Yeah,
What did they do?
I didn't really even hear about it on the Chicago News at all. It says the Chicago White Sox are a few years removed from the marketing slogan "The kids can play," but on Thursday afternoon, one young fan took it literally. During the 7th inning of Thursday's contest between the White Sox and Orioles, a young boy who appeared to be around 4 or 5 years of age ran into left field, prompting Chicago outfield Dan Visidio, I don't know if I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right, to pick him up and return him to his family in the box seats.
All right.
The child and his family of 4 were asked to leave after it was determined the boy was allowed to run down the aisle and onto the field with little discouragement from his guardians, according to a source with knowledge of the situation. Well, the source, I'm guessing, is someone sitting around him.
Right.
It's the safety is our number one concern, and we are happy that the child is fine, said Scott Reifert, the team's senior vice president of communications. Going on the field is stuff we take very seriously. It is not something we condone in any way. Visidio said he acted swiftly in scooping up the boy because he had concerns about the child's safety. I guess, 4 or 5-year-old kid on a baseball field, not really a good idea. What I was thinking was, I hope that a ball didn't hit him. That is why I grabbed him, Visidio said through translator Jackson Miranda. Visidio said he never had seen that young of a fan run on the field during a game, and his teammates were in agreement. White Sox starting pitcher Gavin Floyd watched the incident unfold from the clubhouse after leaving the game earlier in the inning. It's abnormal, Floyd said. It is usually an adult who is not sober. So do you think it was right that they kicked the whole family out?
No, they should have given the kid a hot dog and set him in another seat with a seatbelt.
You have an answer for everything, Larry. That's what I
well,
like
yeah,
about
that's
you.
why I don't have a job. No, I think if it was shown that the parents were not paying
Well, obviously, you're
attention
not
to
paying
their
attention if a
child,
kid's, how does a
right?
kid make it out to the field without
Exactly.
someone?
Yeah. Should they have been removed? Yeah, why not? Sure.
That's a lot of bucks to spend,
Yeah.
on a baseball game.
Should have thought that before you let your kid go out on the
Right,
field.
exactly. Hey, MX, what's up, buddy?
How you doing there,
I'm
Nick?
good. How are you, man?
Good. Well, I told my buddy, don't marry her, but he did.
Oh, so did you tell her she was cheating on him, or?
I'll put it to you this way. I hung around with him for 27 years, and I seen her with another guy, and I didn't tell him because I didn't want to hang around with him anymore.
You didn't tell him because you didn't want to hang around with him anymore? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, because he'd probably get a divorce, and I'd have to hear him cry for another 27 years.
Right. So you didn't tell him.
Very wise.
So yeah.
But if it was my friends that I got now, I'd tell them in a heartbeat because they could drain the guy's bank book. And then after 10 years, they get half the guy's pension. I would tell them.
Yeah, you would tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm really torn between this question because I am very loyal to my friends, and we tell each other everything.
It depends which friend it was. The one that it happened to, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to hang around him because I'd have to hear him crying forever.
Right.
But if it was somebody that I hang around with lately, I'd tell him because your pension's involved after 10 years, and they could drain your bank book sneaking around.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying, but man, I just yeah, I don't know.
I'd tell him I'd tell him in a heartbeat.
All right, man, I appreciate that.
Bye.
Hey, do you think they should have? You're still there or no?
Yeah.
You think they should have kicked the whole family out when the kid who ran down on the field?
I heard something about that.
At the White Sox game last Thursday?
Should they kick the whole family out?
All four of them made them leave. It's a lot of money.
Well, I think you shouldn't do that. Now, if the kid rode a dirt bike out there, I'd say okay.
All right.
All right, thanks, buddy.
He did the bases.
Of course.
Do you know MX, Larry?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know him from hanging out at Freddy's. Is that what you guys
Yeah,
know?
that's where I first met him.
Yeah.
He's a friend of mine.
He seems. I don't know him. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might have rode to maybe years ago in the same area.
That may be.
But he's always got something funny to say.
Oh yeah, definitely.